Throughout history, humanity has faced countless threats, both internal and external, from ancient wars to global conflicts, from natural disasters to technological upheavals. Our species has repeatedly demonstrated an uncanny ability to adapt, innovate, and survive against overwhelming odds. The assumption that Earth's internal divisions make it weak is a fundamental miscalculation. Conflict has not just defined us, it has sharpened us. When an alien force arrives with the expectation that we will surrender without resistance, they fail to grasp the resilience ingrained in our nature. They see our entertainment, our chaotic political systems, and our history of infighting, and assume we are incapable of uniting. Yet, when a true existential threat emerges, humanity has a remarkable way of setting aside differences and rallying together. Wars, while tragic, have forced us to develop strategies, weapons, and technologies that are often far beyond what an outside observer might expect from a planet at our stage of development. The speed at which humans can reverse engineer technology, develop countermeasures, and adapt to new combat situations is unparalleled. The same ingenuity that allowed us to land on the moon with computers less powerful than a modern smartphone also enables us to repurpose alien weaponry within days of first contact. Every major war in history has pushed scientific advancements forward, from aviation to cybernetics. Our greatest strengths often emerge from our darkest moments. Beyond warfare, our psychological resilience is underestimated. Unlike species that rely on rigid hierarchy or absolute control, humanity thrives on decentralization and unpredictability. Attempts to control or dominate us often result in unexpected resistance, guerrilla tactics, and innovations that turn weaknesses into strengths. Any force that arrives on Earth expecting easy conquest will face not only technological and military resistance, but also the unyielding determination of a species that has spent millennia overcoming impossible challenges. Underestimating humanity is not just a mistake, it is a fatal error. When two civilizations encounter one another for the first time, the path they choose determines their future relationship. Conquest, while seemingly the faster route to dominance, often leads to prolonged conflict, resistance, and destruction. Diplomacy, on the other hand, fosters cooperation, mutual growth, and the opportunity to build something greater than either side could achieve alone. The mistake many invaders make is assuming that brute force is the most effective way to secure resources, territory, or influence. However, history has repeatedly shown that peaceful collaboration yields far more sustainable and beneficial results than aggression ever could. Had the aliens in the story arrived with open hands instead of weapons, they would have found a world eager to learn, share, and grow. Humans, despite their conflicts, have a deep curiosity and a long history of forming alliances even among former enemies. The same ingenuity that fuels war can also drive scientific and cultural exchange, leading to advancements in technology, medicine, and understanding. Instead of burning their bridges before they were built, the aliens could have unlocked a partnership that benefited both species, providing resources and knowledge without the cost of destruction. History offers many examples of failed conquests that ultimately proved more costly than diplomacy would have been. Empires that stretched themselves too thin in their hunger for control collapsed under their own weight. Meanwhile, nations that prioritized diplomacy, building trade networks, cultural exchanges, and alliances flourished for generations. The aliens, in assuming humanity would be an easy target, fell into the same trap that many conquerors before them have encountered. Diplomacy does not mean weakness. It requires patience, strategy, and the wisdom to recognize that cooperation often leads to greater rewards than subjugation. The aliens' failure to understand the simple truth cost them dearly, while humanity's ability to unite against a common foe only strengthened their resolve. In the end, conquest is short-sighted, while diplomacy holds the key to lasting prosperity. Throughout history, humanity has often been divided by borders, beliefs, ideologies, and ambitions. Wars have been fought, conflicts have raged, and differences have driven wedges between civilizations. However, when faced with the true existential threat, humanity has shown an extraordinary ability to set aside its differences and unite for survival. The arrival of an alien invasion in the story serves as the ultimate test of this principle. Faced with the prospect of total annihilation, humans do not splinter further, but instead rally together in a way that defies their usual divisions. It is in times of crisis that the greatest transformations occur. Natural disasters, global pandemics, and world wars have historically forced cooperation among rival factions. The instinct for self-preservation does not just extend to individuals, it binds entire nations and cultures in a common cause. The aliens expected a fractured planet, one too consumed by its own conflicts to mount a coordinated defense. What they failed to realize was that external threats have a way of forging unity like nothing else. When survival is at stake, former enemies become allies. Political disputes fade into irrelevance, and humanity finds a singular focus. This unity is not just military, it extends to science, industry, and communication. Nations that once guarded their technological advancements now share them freely. Engineers work side by side with soldiers, hacking into alien systems and repurposing their technology. Strategists from every corner of the world collaborate, creating an unprecedented global defense network. People who once fought over ideology now fight for a single cause: the survival of their species. The aliens' greatest mistake was assuming that humanity's divisions made it weak. In reality, those very divisions had trained humans to be adaptable, resourceful, and quick to forge new alliances when the need arises. The invasion did not break humanity, it united it in a way that might never have been possible otherwise. In the face of adversity, humanity does not crumble. It strengthens, adapts, and fights back with the force greater than the sum of its parts. And when that unity is achieved, it becomes unstoppable.